Most of the time, the worst case scenario never actually happens. And even when it does, it's almost never as bad as we thought it was going to be. But that doesn't stop us from running through that imaginary situation or scenario 100 times over in our head before it even had the chance to happen once. We play out conversations before they even begin. We imagine every way something can go terribly, terribly wrong before we ever take that first step. We overthink texts, interactions, decisions, and moments that don't even exist yet. And in doing that, we exhaust ourselves, both mentally and emotionally, before life even had the chance to let it unfold. Our brains are really, really good at keeping us alive, but not the greatest at keeping us calm. They're wired to prepare for danger, to scan for risk, so when things are uncertain, they fill in the blanks with fear. It creates a version of the future that's scary, that's heavy, that's worst case everything. And then we believe it. We believe the thing that we imagined is real. That the anxiety means that something bad is definitely coming, and we start reacting to something that hasn't even happened, but we're pretending like it has. So many of us spend more time worrying about what might happen than actually dealing with what is happening, and that's the trap. That's where the suffering comes from. It's not the moment, it's the million stories that we told ourselves leading up to it. We build these mental timelines where everything goes wrong. We tell ourselves that people will judge us, that we'll fail, that we'll embarrass ourselves, and we'll regret it. We convince ourselves that doing nothing is safer because at least that way we can avoid the disaster that we've already made in our own mind. But fear doesn't stop bad things from happening. It just stops good things from ever starting. And the more we give into it, the more we start living our life in reaction to the possibilities instead of realities. We make decisions based on fear, not facts, based on what might hurt us and not what might help us. And here's the thing. When something actually does go wrong, we deal with it. We adapt. We figure it out. Because real life, even at its worst, usually comes with some kind of clarity, something tangible to face. But anxiety, it's all fog, it's loud, it's confusing, and it almost always lies to you. It tells you that you're not ready, that you'll definitely mess up. It tells you that people will laugh at you or judge you or leave. And it tells you that you're not capable of handling discomfort, of navigating challenges, of getting through the hard thing. But you've done hard things before. You've been through more than your anxiety gives you credit for. And when you finally step into the real thing, the actual situation that you've been avoiding, you realize that it's not nearly as terrifying as the version you've lived through in your head 100 times. So what if you stopped treating every single thing, every single thought like a prediction? What if you stopped assuming the worst and left a little space for some good to happen? What if instead of asking, what if it all goes wrong, you ask, what if it works out? Not in some delusional blind optimism kind of way, but just with enough openness to give yourself a chance. Because yes, bad things happen. People fail, situations fall apart, but not every time, not in every case, not in the automatic, catastrophic way that your imagination wants you to believe. The mind is powerful. It can create beauty or chaos, peace or panic, and the way you feed it matters. If you constantly replay your fears, you reinforce them. If you constantly expect the worst, you prepare yourself to feel like a failure, even before anything actually happens. But if you can learn to pause, to recognize that your thoughts aren't facts and they're just thoughts, that your fear isn't always telling the truth, you give yourself a little more space. A little more space to breathe, a little space to think, space to move towards the life that you actually want instead of away from the one that you're scared of. Most of what's holding you back isn't the situation, it's your imagination's version of it. It's the pressure, it's the panic, it's the loop that starts playing every single time you start considering something uncertain. So the next time your brain starts spiraling, remind yourself it's just a thought. It's not a guarantee, it's not the future, it's just one version of it, created by a mind that's trying to keep you safe but doesn't always know the full story.